What's up, YouTube fans? We are back with today is Saturday live. We're with Mr. Chogoking. So he is a graphic artist and designer with experience in mecha design, artwork and packaging design, toy prototyping, and project development. So he works with Mastermind Creations, of course, we know, and Ocular Max, and more recently, Make Toys. And you can actually see his work on his Facebook page, blog, as well as his website. Although I don't know, has you been keeping up the website, chogoking.com? I noticed some of the pictures are a little older, but
Yep.
I'll put those links in the description so you can go check out his work. But thank you so much for agreeing to come on. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
So you're joining us from France,
Yep.
right? So you're native of Paris, France.
Yeah. I'm probably mixed in the genealogy, but I'm French born. Yep.
Okay. So we had a conversation before we started here. I can understand you perfectly. So I think your English is.
I'll try my best. Excuse my French.
Yeah. So I have some questions for him. And then after we get through my questions, you guys can ask some questions. I'll pick appropriate ones out of the audience. So, keep your questions kind of lined up. And then when I'll give you a chance to ask those questions, and then you can jump in. And as we go, Chogoking may choose to not answer questions if it's not something he can answer, just based on his role in the company. So, just keep that in mind. So how did you get into Transformers? What got you down the path?
First, hello everyone. And Transformers came like in America through the TV. And I discovered the show, and instantly I was hooked because it was crazy. And we had just first season, G1 season. That's it. But after the movie came, and we had a lot of different mecha show, not as big as in Italy, but we had something like Grandizer. So in Macross, branded as Robotech.
Okay.
So all that stuff pushed me into the robots, and Transformers was maybe the most impressive show because transforming from a robot to vehicle was crazy to me, and I was I was frozen in place. Like, wow, what is this?
So you only got season 1 in France?
I think there were maybe another season, but we didn't have the headmasters and stuff like that.
You only got basically season 1 and 2.
It was just in one channel, private channel. So it was on Saturday at lunch. So right after school, I ran to the TV to watch the show and to try to not miss any episode.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a lot of Transformers season. We different show move kids show moved to GoBots Revenge of Kronos and stuff like that.
Okay.
And we had more Toei and Sunrise stuff.
Sunrise?
Sunrise company. So we had a lot of Japanese show, but Transformers no more. It was just Mary Herring 2 years, 1 year, with a lot of repetition and of the same episode. But the movie came, and it was the final clap, and also the final blow for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you get the name Chogoking? I mean, I know what Chogokin stands for, but you can explain it.
Yeah, that's direct from the Chogoking line from Bandai, and also all the spirit of metal toys, of die-cast toys, like this.
Nice.
And we we had a lot of diecast toys during the 80s from the Poppy from the Poppy line, and it was a few store having that, and it was very impressive, and
Popey is Popy, right?
POPOI, yes, that's now Bandai and stuff like
Right.
that, and we had a lot of toys like that for few with price okay. Just the import toys were very expensive as usual, and it was a time where toys were. We had a lot of toy shop in the streets, and a lot of that kind of toy were imported
Okay.
to attract new stuff, because the toy market was poor in terms of boy, except Action Joe, or maybe I switched the name, but that kind of action figure, and robots were popular.
You're talking about GI Joe.
Yeah, but before Action Joe, the
Action.
whole.
Okay.
But the toy store in France were very aggressive with a lot of Japanese toy, and we were always hooked on the window watching all of stuff. And I remember having the feeling of the diecast toy, because I had a friend. He was his parents were divorced, so the aunt. His aunt was very, how can I say, she cherished him a lot, so she bought in a lot of Poppy toys. Because my parents were not like that, just one toy for Christmas, and that's
right.
and a book for the birthday, and roll with that.
Yeah.
So I came every time to his place, and he have all the Poppy line, all the important stuff.
So Super Robots and Diecast Robots was kind of
that kind. This one is a rebrand, like it's a sort of Chogoking, but all that kind of Poppy stuff, he had a lot. So I was amazed, and so the impression of the toy, the weight was like stamping me, and I keep the name as a nickname now, for more like a nickname brand. And I keep it like that, like Chogoking G or King Shogo. It's a mix of Japanese term, and but mostly it remind me the era of the diecast toys, and you have the styro box, and when you remove the diecast toy, it make a little squeaky sound. That's it.
Yes. Yep, that's what we all grew up on.
Yep.
All right, well, that's cool. I didn't realize France, or I guess Europe, was more into the Japanese robots than Transformers, or like super robots.
A bit in the mall shop, because we were late to the supermarket, comparing to America. So few supermarket came with the huge toy area, and they were always proposing what's new, and Transformers came first through that kind of supermarket and stores. So because my parents just bought me few toys on Christmas, I went to the supermarket, and I changed. We didn't have the barcode; it was price label. So I changed the stickers to pay low price. That's the first, maybe the first Transformers I get like that.
Nice.
It was Mirage for a small price.
So what do you collect? So now you're an adult, obviously. What do you collect now as an adult?
As an adult, I kept away from the Poppy, because Poppy's vintage toys and the price are very high. So I just keep them away since a long time. I say, okay, let's keep this as a memories, and that's okay. And in 1899, Bandai came with the Soul of Chogoking line. with the GX01 Mazinger Z.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is it. So I started collecting the Soul of Chogoking line. I got a lot of G1 transformers, but mostly they were like trash because I play a lot
Right.
with those. Also doing the panel lining with markers. So all my G1 transformers were like custom and trash.
You messed with it.
Yeah, I always consider toys, even the collectible, as toys. So
Right.
it's meant to be out of the box, to be played with. So
Hey,
now I'm still collecting and put them on a glass, like for example, this kind of display I got just for fun with the Insecticon. Those are the MMC, but I'm doing the same display with the
nice.
bad cubes and the fan stars.
Cool. Hey,
But
there's a
I'm
question
mostly
for you.
collecting Soul of Chogoking line, the DX Chogoking macros, because for me, if I have to throw away my collection, I will keep maybe the DX Chogoking line macros.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I don't know, from the memory, I love that macro stuff. And from Shoji Kawamori designer, it's just like this one. This one, the oi. Sorry for the noise.
No problem. By the way, we are going to be sharing some images and stuff later, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, Robotech?
The armored version, the Bandai one.
As Robotech? No.
Yeah, Macross. And I'm collecting a lot of those, like a complete list guy, so the budget is huge.
So there's a question for you on the screen about, did Europe have Toys R Us?
No. Toys R Us closed at the same time when it was the bankruptcy of Toys R Us. We have a French or maybe Belgium chain of shop named.
Did you have it when you were growing up?
Sorry?
Did you have Toys R Us when you were growing up?
No. It came very lately in France. It came during maybe in 2000 or maybe late 80s.
Gotcha. Okay. And then it shut down when it went bankrupt here, basically.
Yeah, it was a real deal because
Right.
I work a lot in an animation studio and mostly with toy masters for new license, and a lot of show were in trouble because mostly the toy masters were co-producing the shows, and with the end of Toys R Us, a lot of stock were sent and unpaid by Toys R Us.
Oh.
Yeah, the havoc of Toys R Us bankruptcy did a lot of damage.
Wow.
A lot of people were unpaid. A lot of toy masters and stuff like that, brands. But no, we didn't have a Toys R Us when I was young. It was mostly a toy shop, and they were quite big in the street.
Gotcha. Yeah, we had it here. Obviously, after it went bankrupt, they closed. But I just went to Toronto for TFCon, and they had Toys R Us everywhere, and it was just like it was when it was here. So it's almost like it was untouched. It was interesting.
Yeah, I think in Canada they were like a franchise or something like that, and were off the grid of the bankruptcy.
Right. All right, so let's get into third party. That's why we're here.
Yep.
So how did you get started in design work for third party?
It came slowly because my main job was working for animation studio as a designer, and
can you say which studio?
The French studio. Last one was Forty Studio. I worked on the launch of the Archon series as a lead designer, and I also made a reboot for Power Rangers. It was in 2010. I was commissioned to work on a new design for the Power Rangers Morphine.
Wow.
And
animation or live action?
Fully CGI. We we made a test, but it was ended due to marketing and internal problem from Saban. But
you have any images for that?
I can tell, but just type Power Rangers Origin leak.
Leak? Okay.
You will find
Power Rangers Origin leak.
Yeah.
There you go for the audience. All right, so continue on. So
yeah, we I work as a lead designer for the Mighty Morphing stuff, and we did a trailer to test, and but it ends. So, but the concept I brought was each Zord was dinosaur transforming into robots. Then each robot combine.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was the new stuff, and Saban Brown reacted very positively to the idea. But to make it short, when you have a license doing live series, and it bring a lot of money, and it is successful.
Is this it?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but was a few. It got a few budget for that. So
it didn't get made, basically.
Yeah. Sorry.
It didn't get produced. It got
it was just a test to test animated test with new features and stuff like that. For example, I brought a lot of new stuff like holograms weapon. And they can turn to, they can solidify.
Cool.
And it was also to think about the toys and to bring clear parts, because clear parts have a good audience in the Asian market.
Okay.
Now it's quite everywhere. So the figure was okay. They can generate an hologram, and it solidify, and they use it as a weapon, etc., etc.
That's pretty cool.
And for toy production, it will be a clear parts in box.
Right. So they never made the toys, right?
No, nothing about the show. It was just a trailer, and they had all the stuff.
Okay, so then, how did you end up getting into the third party?
Yeah, question. Sorry, I talk a lot.
No, that's okay.
I came to third party through first to iGear. I contacted the guy from iGear, Rodham Lee from I can't remember how I get his email. So we had a chat, and I say he was actually producing the Seekers, the modify Masterpiece Starscream.
Okay.
I asked him if he want me to do packaging art for him. He said okay, and so I just designed the Seekers.
For which company?
iGear.
iGear. Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
Let me share through the.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nice.
Remember?
Yeah, we all remember iGear. It was the first Seekers.
This one. So that was my first third party involvement.
Very cool.
It was like just a one shot for that.
Okay.
And then after I contacted the MMC, but not about business. It was about a toy breakage. The Earth of Steel Cyclops Shockwave. Okay. I broke during the transformation. I broke the waist joint because it was very small. So I contact them to say, oh, can I have a replacement? I can pay. They say, oh, no, we can sell you a new part. Then we talk a lot, and I show them my works into make a design for animation and stuff like that. And we have a good feeling during the chat. So he introduced me to the crew and.
What company was that?
MMC.
That they made Hearts of Steel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe the first toy line from MMC was Heart of Steel.
I don't even remember that. I mean, I remember the toy. I don't remember it being.
You had the Prime, you had Shockwave, you had the Starscream, and they ended. It was there was a comics with the line.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. I
so
have to look it up.
I came to the party to MMC from the beginning of the Ocular Max,
Okay.
and I start to work to be in charge of the art direction for the line,
Okay.
to bring a unique packaging style, and start to mock up some artwork and stuff like that. It came from, sorry, I have to open a D12.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah, I got a few the MMC showcase here, and so my first the first artwork for MMC was this one.
Yes.
And it was a step-by-step collaborative work. Then after that, we came to the window boxes.
Can you confirm that Ocular Max and Mastermind Creations are they the same company, or is it really two companies that kind of are under one ownership?
Ocular Max is most a kind of sub-brand,
Sub-brand, okay.
It's hosted by MMC, but it's like a sub-brand with its own lines.
Okay. So like KFC and Transpots.
But they are bridges. In the production, like the Insecticon, where the OX, this one. This one are the OX design from the Japanese studio, the OX studio.
Yes. So they cross over, is what you're saying.
Yeah, this one was on the fence to be in Ocular Max or in reformatted, but
Gotcha.
the MMC decided to bring them to the
Reformatted.
To reformatted.
Right. All right. Well, that's cool. It was interesting to hear your origin of how you got into it. What about how long have you been working with? Do you work with anybody other than Ocular Max? I know you make toys recently, but anybody else?
No, just Ocular Max, and because it was time to time with MMC, because I was very involved into animation production.
Okay.
But in third party, no, it was just MMC. And recently, yes, I was hooked by Mac Toys to give an help to for the packaging and stuff like that.
Okay.
And to also work on a kind of a reborn through the to pronounce for me, MTRM X line. So now I'm in charge of the packaging and stuff like that.
Okay.
The marketing materials, and also I'm starting design to design for them.
Oh, you design meaning like engineering, or?
First, I'm starting a project now. It will be first the sculpt and mock-up of the transformation.
Okay. So speaking of that stuff, is there anything that you can share with us or show us or talk about in terms of what's coming in the future that you're excited to see?
I will. Okay, because we were talking about Mike Toys, I can speak now about Mike Toys and then get back to MNC. About Mike Toys, I'm working new stuff, but I can speak about because it's under the. It's we are talking about industry and toys industry, so revealing stuff in production is never it can be good,
right,
because the market it's very dense. There are a lot of brands, and I cannot reveal the
Of
new
course.
stuff that we have to keep on. We have to respect the schedule and the tempo of the reveals through the TFCon and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, Recently, you notice there were a lot of repaint of the Seekers.
Right.
This is also to you have two purposes to give the collectors, because even you have the deformation space and the new Takara version, there is a lot of demand for the Mac toys, for the Seekers themselves. So recoloring and also rerunning the Seekers, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream. It's
Right.
on demand, and it has two purposes. Purpose is to bring the money back, okay? And because any brand here suffering from the COVID and the price of materials, the price,
Shipping.
the shipping is now crazy. If you want to send by the sea, it's crazy price. Even the paper, I told you before, the paper, the price increased 30%. That's a real problem. So the margin is moving, and it's not secure due to the what happened in Europe with the
Right.
war, the Ukraine war,
Well,
the economic crisis. Everything make it very complicated.
yeah.
So the seekers are recovered to because on demand, and also rerun because of the demand, and
Yeah.
recolor because we know there was a lot of recolor in the cartoon, and that's the way of the toy production. You have to think about the recolors of any mold, because just making a run of toy, a production run with just one model, you can get the money back.
Right.
It's that's impossible, and especially with the third party, because third party is for me. Just let's talk about third party. It's this one is Skyclone. Uh,
Yeah. This is coming out. So my buddy is actually, he just said they just shipped it. So he's getting it soon. I'll be reviewing that.
yeah, and the nose cone is purple too of the jet. It's not black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
and
good.
about third party, that's a unique. What I like in third party, it's a unique toy business, the digging the characters from a universe and creating a kind of a unique toy of
Yeah.
that, and especially with the masterpiece in Transformers. I was blew away when Fans Projects came out with it's a kind of cliff jumper add-on, and also for the Binal Tech line, they came with the weapon for the Prime as a gas tank, and you unfold the gas tank and turns into the weapon.
I
Uh,
love that line. Has a great line.
but I was like, oh, they they made it right for me. It was, oh, it's a new beginning. And then step by step the brands came out and bring new stuff, and it was during that era it was very refreshing, because a lot of challenge came with new toys. I was very amazed by Fans Project, I can remember.
Yeah.
Also Fans Toys came with the first kind of masterpiece, heavy
Shockwave.
with the shockwave, and I was like, oh, this is it.
This
And
is new. Yeah.
so, third party is on an edge in the market, because it's on edge of the legal stuff, because you are using a license, a kind of license IP, but also you are giving an interpretation. So it's really on an edge. It's
Right.
like in art toy business, you have people bringing pop culture characters like Star Wars and stuff like that, and they use it to make it unique. So it's the kind of same market. But for for 3P, you will never get Target. You will never get Toys R Us. You see,
right.
because all the sale are held by Bandai, by Hasbro, and stuff like that. So, and they will not take a risk or take it. They will not confront,
Of course.
3P with official Transformers line and stuff like that. So 3P has his own distribution, and the runs are different from the market official, the global market,
The runs.
the mainstream. Yeah, the production run is few if you compare to Hasbro.
Can you talk about that or no?
I don't have the numbers, but the run, maybe you can go to 4,000 unit first, then you rerun with 4,000. Sorry, it depends. It depends, and that's why you have to think about the remold. That was the purpose. And so for Mag Toys, they are coming back with the remold, with the recolors, and maybe new stuff coming
to generate revenue to create new stuff.
Yeah, for example, I already started a new design for something for the
MTRM
X line.
Okay,
and I know there were a lot of questions about the Conets.
Yes,
Comets. The Conets are coming. They are in production. Also, Headmasters are not dead.
Okay, that's good to know.
I saw one test shot.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, this one is very. Yeah. So, so about just to conclude about My Toys, they are coming with new stuff. They are trying to take control of their own market because, as I say, the COVID stuff and make it terrible for everyone who want to bring production back in business, or production runs perfectly. So I'm just amazed that Mac Toys is still here.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that they're here. I think most people are happy because we need the competition, and we need good companies like Make Toys to even out the market and the collection.
Yeah, you asked me before about collecting, and I'm collecting a lot of third party.
Okay.
I can say now I'm buying no Hasbro because I have no interest into Hasbro, and
even Masterpiece.
Even the Takara Masterpiece, I have a lot, but now I am, for example, I'm preferring 200% what Moon Studio came with that.
Absolutely.
The MP version. The MP version has good stuff, but
there was a question for you.
Yep.
Did you finish the Moon Studio combiners? Did you collect them all, basically?
Yep. The last one is this one. But I didn't. This one is the last one. I
didn't combine it yet.
Yeah, but I didn't combine yet because it takes time, and I'm too busy now. I have a lot of things on schedule, so sadly I have a few time to play the toys, to transform,
right.
And sometimes I open the box, say, good, that's it.
I have him together right here. You can see him right there.
Yep.
He's awesome. Really good combiner.
They made a very good job on it, whatever it is behind, I enjoy a lot of the product.
Yeah. Do you have
And
a Grail piece, like something that you haven't yet bought, but you really want a Grail collected piece?
I just pre-ordered the the battleship combiner.
That's a Grail piece for you?
No, not a great piece, but it is interesting to me,
Yeah, definitely. It's a brand new kind of concept for
and
sure.
it is refreshing that a lot of company came with the original design.
Yeah.
It's important, but a great piece for me.
I'm guessing it's not Hasbro.
Probably a soul of Chogoking. But it's impossible to get it because it's one exemplary. That's the shine, the Ghetto one shine spark.
Shine Spark?
Yeah, it's a full metallic colored. It was one on display, and I think as I can remember, Bandai did a lot of coupon in the box, and you collect the coupon, and with the coupon you can get a lottery, and
Wow.
there was a
Okay.
lot of unique models like one.
Is that the one?
Yeah, but the one was a full metallic, glossy and transparent colors.
Oh, okay. Not
One is one exemplary, and this one is maybe the Holy Grail.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Cool.
I I, I bought maybe 10 years ago the very rare Soul of Chogoking Black Mazinger, and I pay a crazy price.
Yeah, those SOC, everything they make is really good. I only had the Voltrons. I didn't collect anything else. I was tempted on Dan Kuga, but I'm not sure. It's kind of small. I was not impressed with the size of it.
Well, it's like it's a good piece.
Dan Kuga.
It's bigger than the Sentinel version. It's like I don't know, like 10 inches.
Yeah. There's another question for you that was interesting. So what artwork that actually made it onto a box are you most proud of?
Mm, I can share the. I got a few images in stock. This one. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, let me put it up. Sphinx. Yeah, I
So,
figured it'd be Sphinx because it's like the first one and it made it onto so many boxes.
okay. Sorry, I have to.
No worries.
I have too many screens. This one.
Yeah, that's
I'm
beautiful.
very proud of this one because it was a Toronto exclusive. It was a co-production with
Ages
three
3 and up.
3 and up. Yep. And the toy itself is very beautiful.
Yes.
I have not on display, but for future display, I have the two version and the clear version.
You have the clear one?
Yep.
The fully clear?
Yeah, it was one exemplary for as a lottery,
Can you show that?
and there were very few pieces for the team.
Can you show that to us? 'Cause I
No,
don't think most people
it's
have never. Oh,
it's a
it's.
storage, so
Oh, okay, no problem.
yeah.
Most people have never seen that clear version. It's like almost doesn't exist, but this is a really nice artwork. I
Yeah,
love the design of this. So who came up with the concept of the disappearing, like
uh,
half
I
disappearing?
think it was MNC with H3 and up. They were on discussion.
Boris?
Yeah, Boris. Boris he loved to custom toys, so he came with the idea of the half painted version with
Right.
the FX. So
It
and
was
this year I came with the. I was here at it was a TFCon Chicago and Toronto. I came to Toronto and I think or Chicago, can
okay.
remember. And I made a postcard as a free. It was free with the toys. Let me show you this one.
Oh yeah.
And on the back, you have the heart. On the front, the back, the heart, and on the back, the cutaway version with the mechanism.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. About the question that was my
That's your
maybe
favorite.
my yeah, because as you can see, I try to paint in the style of the Transformers background.
Yeah.
So it's all made in Photoshop, and I paint all the background, all the FX, everything like that.
Yeah. This is my opinion. It's the best, the most unique and coolest TFCon exclusive that they've made is the disappearing Sphinx. I really thought that was cool. Now it's like crazy hard to find if you want to buy one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so let's see. Let's move on to something else. So, what other projects are you involved in outside of third party? I know you said animation and a few other things. So what are you involved with outside of that you can talk to?
Yep. I can show you. I have few banners to share. So my during 2017, I was working in an animation studio
Okay.
named Fortiche. Those are a friend of mine, and we are mostly working for video clip and also teasers for video games. We did a
Okay.
lot for League of Legends. I
Oh,
started with Jinx. There were a video clip named Get Jinxed,
okay.
and it was a commission from Riot Music, and I was in charge of all the additional design for that.
It's awesome.
And then, oh, thanks.
Anything you can show us?
And sorry.
Anything you can show?
Get Jinx, you can easily find the video clip on the League of Legends page, and
Okay. Let me take a look.
to make it. And I shared just the banner of Arcan to illustrate. And this project was a huge project for Fortiche. And after doing a lot of trailer and teaser for Riot, Riot came to Fortiche, and we create this unique project. And
It's a video game, right?
League of Legends is a video game, but Arcane is the official series for the.
Okay.
It is airing on Netflix now.
Oh, you can watch this right now?
Yeah. All episodes were on
that's
Netflix last year, and I was in charge to give additional design because the Riot games brought a lot of design from the video game.
Wow. Okay.
My job was to create new design and new props, not mostly props and animated props in the background. And I was in charge to work that for the first episode, the pilot. Then the pilot was we work into first episode. Then I work on the production of the first episode and the second episode. Then I let production run by itself because the staff were complete, and I had to move to different production, including toys. So I just worked on the launch.
So we
And
can see your work. If we go on Netflix and watch Arcane, we can actually see the work that you did.
yeah, like as an example, you have there is a famous bar inside the Zone. Zone is the underworld area of the Arkham City, and you can find some stuff I made, like
Awesome.
the jukebox in the bar, or in Arkham there is a Jace character with a flat, and I
Very cool.
designed all the props inside the apartment.
Pretty neat.
That was very interesting, interesting project.
Adrian says Chogoking is a 10 out of 10 show. Absolutely incredible.
Thanks.
So,
It was
any other projects outside of
yes, I can show you what's coming to HBO Max. But
HBO? Okay.
HBO Max and Cartoonito is the new Cartoon Network channel.
Oh,
From
like their streaming platforms.
I'm looking for the banner, but I can only share this. This.
Bat Wheels.
Yeah, it's a new Batman series, and
So,
I was in charge to lead the design for the show, and so I designed a lot of stuff inside, like the Batmobile, like the other vehicles.
so once you design it, what happens? Animators take your design and animate it, or
For that kind of series, I'm from scratch. I go to the whiteboard, drawing some sketches, and have some exchange with the director and the art director, and we are and also the client, Warner Bros. And then we quickly came with a mock-up in 3D, and then because we were short in time, so to the pre-production was like at the same time of the production. So we quickly made a kind of we call this ping pong. It's when you send the design to a 3D designer, then you do a lot of retake directly on the 3D, and also retake like paint overs.
okay,
Make a ping pong of exchange of take retake, and then we finally get the final sculpt. Then it goes to the other departments to
animate.
have the rigging for the animation and all the stuff coming with the vehicle. Sorry, I can't talk too much about what's inside the show because
Yeah, that's okay. You know, I
uh,
wasn't. I was just
in-
interested in the process. The
yeah,
process.
but my task was to create the new vehicles, to design the vehicles, and then supervise the design team, and also check the design through the 3D department.
Cool. Is this a kids show or adult show or a mix? What is it?
I'm computing the answers. Uh,
It's for everybody. You could just say that.
for the whole family.
Okay.
I,
For the
I
family.
can't talk too much about that show because
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
they
It's
just
really cool. It's really
yeah,
cool.
thanks. They recently teased. Let me show you what they teased during the SDCC.
Oh, they did something. Oh, okay. That's even better. Yeah. Yeah. If
Uh,
you don't know, SDCC is going on right now. It started this weekend, Friday, and it's still going. And they're showing stuff, but it's cool if you've got an image to share, something you worked on. Oh, it's on the outside of the building. That's cool.
Yeah.
So
they
they're
made
sponsoring it?
a huge print, and you can have a look on the different.
So you designed all that vehicles.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
those are my design, but my design and also work of the design team.
So is this your proudest moment or what?
Sorry?
Is it? Are you? You must be proud of this to have it on the building on the
Yeah,
outside.
of course. It was crazy. It was a crazy skill because we have to make it fast
Yeah.
as well. But the final rendering of the show will be very good. It's
Cool.
high quality.
Awesome.
But this is few information I can show you.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean that's really neat to be able to like work with DC because DC is a big name, but
Yep.
to have your work shown on a big stage like that, that's really cool. Anything else? Any other projects, or is that's kind of what you're working on outside of third
Uh,
party?
Actually, I have few animation project in progress. but this is the development part.
So you can't talk about it. Yeah.
Long time before the pre-production. So development is like you go from scratch and you can erase the day after and start a new.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, I,
Okay.
I,
So
I have a project for Disney Plus.
Disney, what'd you say? Disney Plus?
For Disney Plus, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
had to work with HBO and Disney Plus. That's like the two biggest names.
yeah. That's the main client in animation. They have a
Yeah.
lot of stuff coming, and that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
This guy says, sounds like a stressful job. Maybe I'm wrong. Is it true? Is it stressful? Is it fun?
It's for example, we to be short with that animation is not just animation; is animation industry. So that means you are in a chain,
Right.
and each jobs depends on other jobs,
Right.
and especially when you are leading design or stuff like that, you have to make it quick because the schedule is very dense and very short every time,
It is
especially
kind
into animation. It's not the same time you have for a toy because
right.
when you work on a toy, you have before going to the factory and starting to have a first test shot and create the mold. You have to be sure everything is balanced, everything works perfectly with the joint, etc., etc. And also with the transformation, you have to. It's adding. It's not like action figures. It's adding a lot of problems, and it's a chain of problem because you're transforming a part, moving another part, etc., etc. So it takes a lot of preparative work.
What's
And
the what's the
you
typical time from render, graphic render to a pre-production sample on average?
it depends. It can be
And
1 year, it can be 6 months. It depends.
depends on
It,
the
it depends of the complexity of the models. It depends of the
market.
which modeler you have available.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes you have a good modeler very fast and is busy with different projects. So you have other project getting slow. It's the for any companies in toys, you have a lot of projects at the same times, and it's like blocks, and you are moving the blocks regarding the anything, the time, the production, the factory slots available.
So it's all
If
going in parallel.
yeah, so it's always you have a lot of last minute jobs coming,
I
like
got you.
I need this, can you recolor this, or for example for MMC I work on the color application, and for this one I can share
The color palettes.
not the color palette, but the to prepare the area of the color and to give a mock-up of the colors.
Okay.
Remember this one?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't know, this was it was teased at TFCon, and then later MMC put out the images on Facebook and everywhere else. But this is Optus Prominion Commander. Is that what his name is?
Yep, that's the Don Figueroa version.
Right. From so is it? So can you confirm? Is it War Within or is it Stormbringer?
You ask too much. Honestly, I can tell because my knowledge is few on
Okay.
that.
It's from the comic though, right?
It's in a comment, yeah. I can show you new pictures of it, like this one.
Nice. So I am getting this one because this is the color I wanted to begin with. So I kind of like this.
The
The
picture
articulation.
is taken by Art Return.
So what's your Hard Return is a really good photographer. I should get him on the show. What's your role in that figure you just showed? Like, what did you do, or what are you involved with, other than the color?
Um, it's for reformatter mostly. I'm working like a feedback for MMC when the project is from scratch. They show me the initial design and the whip design, and I'm give mostly comments as a feedback and give impression, and sometimes I do a lot of paint over on the pictures. Maybe we can recite that like this, like that, but
Okay, so like,
mostly it's few works because the how to say the production pipe on reformatter is very strong.
gotcha. So speaking of that, there have been rumors or people talking about the piece that just came out. DZEF was the last piece in the reformatted line. Can you confirm or dispel that rumor that DZEF is the last one?
It's not.
It's not. Okay, that's
It's
all.
not. But it's. I hope people can understand that it's very slow for a lot of companies. So
Right.
you have to be very cautious because, as I said, you hold for in toy business. The money is outside. The money is inside. The money is in the production. So you have to be very caution with that. And when you are facing hard times due to the economic crisis and everything
You have to
is
slow
going
down.
actually, you have to be very cautious by launching a project.
Right.
So that's why you can see a lot of companies are going recolors.
Right. For
For,
revenue.
for example, recently X-Transport is the recolors of the cliff jumper.
They're the kings of recolor. It says they have, I think, over 50 mo 50 renders of recolors out right now, ready to be made.
Yeah, it's clever because it give a lot of choice for the collectors,
Right.
and you decide or not to buy,
And it
etc.
produces
It
revenue.
is the best way also to to have a few money back from the production because that's the only way to have to get some good benefits.
Right. So
And,
that's good.
and about recolor, it's also a tradition. A
Yeah.
tradition that the but in Transformers and 3P, this is very few. If you check the Sofubi market, like the kaiju toys and stuff like that, recolors are legion.
Our leader.
Legion. There are a lot of recolors, and
Okay.
mostly in the art toys business, you have recolors of everything
Yeah.
all the time.
So we've transitioned back to third party. So
Yep.
within whatever you can speak about, what are you excited to see that's coming from Make Toys or from MMC that's been revealed, obviously? What are you excited for personally?
Uh, for MMC, I can say these guys. Let me share.
Yes, I had the pleasure of holding this at TFCon,
Yep.
not at Toronto, but in LA, and they're pretty cool. They weren't quite ready, but looks like they're ready now. Yeah,
I'm not.
these are awesome. Everyone I know is asking me about these. They're
Yeah,
like, "We
that's
want
what.
these."
But we the production. It's always the same. The topic. The production were slow due to the COVID and stuff like that. The factory in China were quite close during a lot of time, or maybe the like running at 50% of the production
Right.
capacity. So that was crazy.
Not
So
enough workers.
it takes time, but now the tape are coming, and
It's beautiful.
the blue one.
I mean, I'm definitely. I mean, Ocular Max is everything that they make, I want. So Ocular Max, Mastermind, the MMC reformatted. I pick and choose. I don't get as many pieces, but Ocular Max, I get every single thing that comes in that line because it's that good.
Yeah, that's for me. It was maybe one of the best projects I had in my professional life because the experience is very good. The project is unique. Uh, by the past, I had the chance to be hooked by Hasbro to work on Transformers line,
You
but
did?
no, I refused
Oh, you
because
refused. Oh,
yeah, I refused to move to their company to
wow.
work for a simple question, for a simple answer. Um, I refuse because I wanted to keep the creation in my work.
Right.
And I knew that if I moved to working for Hasbro, it will be uh, less creation, very locked by the
Right.
production. What I can say, the production constraint,
Right.
and also if you can come to a big company like that and say, "Hey, I'm the new guy. Here are the creation stuff.
They don't care. Yeah.
You sit here and you do the work we are giving to you." So
Right.
I I would rather 200% working for small company and independent than working for the big one.
Yeah. No, I get it. That makes a
About
lot.
about Ocular Max and especially the tapes, I'm very proud about the tapes because
Yes.
we brought very good product. We got. I'm very. Let me show you.
Just put this up while we're waiting.
Yeah, I got a lot. Sorry.
No, no worries. Um, I have one or two questions left, and then you guys can ask your questions.
Some of the packaging I made. We can remove the share. So you see, this is that kind of packaging. I'm quite, as an artist, I'm free to propose new stuff like that. So, for example, for the Jaguar Cell version,
Yes.
uh, I wanted to give homage to the animation work. So you have a layout of the background here. You have a traditional gouache style background with animation cell rendering on top with the. I have a UV coating just on the ravage and the cage to mimic the cartoon work of the gouache background with the cello gouache brilliant,
Shiny. Yeah.
yeah, very shiny. So that kind of I'm very proud of that kind of work, and also for the special release like that. Uh, my I try to give also homage of the Transformers of the creative work in the Transformers era, like EOB. EOB did a lot of good stuff for
EOB.
yeah, it's a magazine, and they produce a lot of collectibles, and mostly the artwork of the packaging is black and white or blue and white, and that's why I came with that
I
kind of
see.
design.
It's homage to that company or
Yeah,
that magazine. Very
and
cool.
let me find the maybe I have the picture. Sorry.
So while you're doing that, for those in the comments, go ahead and get your questions in the chat. So
Yeah.
I'm almost wrapping up with my questions, so you can start. Do you have something you wanted to show?
It's too much digging. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, what do you see? This is kind of asking in the future. The direction we're headed. What do you think third party is headed with design or just with products that they're going to be making? No, I'm not asking you to talk about Make Toys in particular or MMC, just in general. Where do you think third party is headed? Because they're going to run out of characters, right? We're going to make them all eventually.
But as you can see, there are a lot of brands now, a lot of companies, and the for example, G1 is quite dead now because all the slots are empty, are full. Sorry, all the characters are quite made. I think brands like Fans Toys, they will try to have their own catalog with, and they will probably come with. I don't know. We can imagine, for example, it's just speculation, but we can imagine Fans Toys coming with a Bumblebee for sure.
Right.
For sure, they will come with a Bumblebee path.
One day.
One day, but the Cliff Jumper is coming soon, and they did a lot of a good job on it.
Right.
For example, this is a good example. I was in charge of the design of the Hellion Master Max Hellion.
Yeah,
that's one of my full project on the skirt and stuff like that. And it was a time we were hooked on the V2 masterpiece. Remember? It's before the Inferno and the Sunstriker.
Okay.
And it was a kind of Binaltech vibes, and Sunbow design chart was very far. And then Takara came with the V3 line with the Inferno, and that kind of 70s shape with the long legs, like elephant pants, like that, and with the flattened design and stuff like that. So my Hellion, my Cliff Jumper, sorry for the noise, my Cliff Jumper came on the edge of that. So it was it matched the BB V2, but not the V3, for example. And for the 3P lines, we can see that the design are quite
changed a lot,
following a lot of the cartoon because but always with a balance. For example, speaking about Fan Toys.
So are you saying you think that third party is going to head to making more of those season 3 or like that?
Yeah, for sure there are some characters interesting to do. Season 3, you have the Headmaster, Target Masters, and also, for example, Franz Hobby is leading the Armada Dragon stuff. They are doing a pretty good work on it with their unique style. And but for example, we can for sure the movie 86 movie will have their own all that era after the movie will have their own product for sure.
Yeah.
And but the question say how many brands will focus on the same character and stuff like that. This is always the not a problem because it gives a good lot of competition, but about the business itself and the money, it's kind of risky. So, for example, I'm sure people, a lot of company, they are waiting. Should we do the Predacon, the masterpiece Predacon? You see?
What is that?
Predacon.
Oh, Predacons, yeah.
I think a lot of company where are we going to or not? Probably Fantas is maybe MMC got this one.
MMC was first, right? MMC made the first third party.
Yeah, in with much of the line. Yeah. So there are a lot of characters in available, but it's not easy to produce because some are popular, some are not. For example, a Baldi project is about the Fans Toys. This one.
Yeah.
They are clever to release the Cerebro first because it's a good test. You know, test the market.
That's the market, yeah.
For me, The fans now have a good balance on the design, the transformation. This one particularly have my intention in terms of design. It's very well executed, and this is the on the toy producing parts. I'm amazed they are trying to start a Fort Max because
The
me,
cost, the cost is astronomical.
if I had my own brand of toy, I will never go to such character because
So why? Can you dive into that a little bit?
it's huge. It's huge, and you have to think about how to sell, how to ship with the modern, the actual problem we have in manufacturing stuff. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're saying that the production cost is so high that it's a risk for your whole company, basically.
The head is like okay. The head is like it's like that.
It's
So
already big. Yeah.
imagine having a huge one.
No, I understand it's big, but you're saying you wouldn't do it as a company because of the risk.
Yeah,
Why would you?
because of the size, because of the quality, because we can't imagine Fanstoy doing a cheap body. See,
Right.
because they have to maintain the quality they are bringing, and so I can just say it's ballsy, and I will buy it.
I will buy it too.
About the third party, I'm a huge third party collector because also I'm giving my support because I know it's not easy to produce toys
Right. Right. So
and
you appreciate it.
yeah, I have triple. I have, for example,
Oh, so speaking of that question,
wait, you see, I have both of them because they have good choice. They have quality default, but
yeah,
just looking at them as a toy project, they are good. They are the each of the those brands give a lot of
right.
love to bring this.
Yeah, yeah,
Aside the
sure.
competition, aside everything, the the result is remarkable. So for me, as a toy collector, is refreshing to see all that new stuff coming from Transboard, from Fan Stores, from a lot of brands.
Yeah. So we're going to take some questions from the audience, and then we're going to wrap up here. I've already taken more than an hour of your time, so I appreciate it. What's the favorite piece in your collection? And just to answer his other question, he already talked about how he came in contact with third parties, so you can go back and watch that later. But what's your favorite piece in your collection? If you had to pick one, like if let's say this, let's say your house was on fire, and you could only go and grab one piece and run out the door, what piece would you grab?
I will I will bring my cat out.
Okay. Well, okay. So let's assuming you got your cat and
Uh,
one.
I don't know. Maybe the it's hard to tell because it's you have a lot of. I will probably take my. You see, I can show you. I have a details with a lot of MMC stuff, and
Mm.
I will probably take a bag and reverse the details in the bag. Oh, that's my work. I put a lot of love in those projects, so I can't let them burn.
Does
I
being
don't know,
involved with it make it feel more valuable or more special
yeah,
to you? Yeah.
those actual toys. I'm very proud of them, and I will give more for those company because it's the reward is big, and it's for me, third party is a unique is a unique toy business and
Right.
unique toy creativity universe because it was the first time in the toy industry we have company proposing their own interpretation.
Yeah.
Before that, you just have license stuff with a schedule of release, following a show, following
Right.
the series, etc., with the marketing, blah 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 blah.
So it's
And
very it's
the
it's more
3P
creative.
came with out of nowhere, and they say, "Well, we're gonna bring the stuff the toys we like." So it was wow. So, but if I have to save one piece, maybe this one.
What is that one?
This is the DX Chogoking from Bandai Macross.
Okay.
It transformed into this without the armor.
That says originally. Oh, it transferred into that? That's cool.
Yeah, that's maybe one of the beautiful, the best toy line ever for me, in terms of quality and stuff.
Very cool.
Love
So
it.
I had a question about Riot. How demanding was Riot in comparison to Disney?
How demanding?
So the company, so you worked for Arcane, working on Arcane. How demanding was that versus working for Disney Plus?
Disney Plus is it's an early project, so I can't compare. But Riot was very, very, very good.
Okay.
Because it was not a commission; it was a partnership of creativity.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
How do you have a favorite box artist in third party other than yourself?
Yes, but I'm stuck with the name. She's working from KFC, and she recently did the the artwork for the Shattered Glass Optus Plexus. The one the GFCon. Let me.
I also forgot the name. I can't remember now, but I know who you're talking about.
Share on me, huh? Let me give you.
So he's doing artwork for, you said KFC or X Transbots or both?
She's a girl and
she. Okay.
Artist. Let me show you. I have a lot of stuff from her. Rui Onishi.
She. What country is she from?
It's Marble V on Twitter. No, Marble V is another guy. Let me show you her work.
Okay, sure. Very nice.
This one is a crazy piece.
So she does artwork for, you said, X Transbots, KFC, and Mastermind.
No, just KFC. For she did a lot like the transistor.
KFC, okay.
For KFC and also for Mastermind Creation, but let me show you this. And all is made by hand with gouache, traditional art. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Like this one is.
Oh yeah.
She is very good, and I very enjoy her work. And also we have our designer Makoto, by the name of Makotron.
Yep.
He's the main designer for MMC now, and he's recently give a lot of new design, new stuff through his Patreon, and you can check his work on Instagram. The name is Raptron 78
on Instagram.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Let me see. I think that's it for quite. Oh, do you have? No, I already got that one. It says working for Hasbro as a designer would be very difficult. Your packaging is awesome. So he says, I think you shared that you don't want to give up creative freedom, which is why you turned down the opportunity with Hasbro.
You are locked in a chain of command, and it's very hard to give new stuff. Raptron. Let me check.
So I don't have any other questions for you. It looks like the audience got all their questions out.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think we can wrap up here, unless you have something else you want to share with us. Thank you you gave us an hour and a half here, so that's a lot of time. Appreciate it so much. I'm really excited especially for this class, because it's been a long time since we got the last headmaster. I have all of them, so I'm waiting for whatever's coming next. And then also for the Make Toys, the cone heads, people are definitely excited for that. So we look forward to seeing your artwork. Is there anything else you wanted to add or finish off with?
No, it's okay about the oh, maybe like, hold on, because I made a lot of
Oh, there's
my
a question.
computer. Yes.
I missed one question. Any updates on Make Toys Galvatron? I don't think he's gonna. If there was, I don't think he could say. But
You are referring to the cross dimension?
yeah, they're talking about a cross dimension. So that's another question. Is cross dimension line finished or is it still going?
Still going.
Still going. Okay. So that's probably about as much as he can say.
Yeah.
Is cross dimension is still going.
Yes. And I'm very proud being involved now with both brand, Mac Toys and MMC. And I want to bring new stuff, new design. I'm focusing. I'm continuing working for animation business industry, but I'm focusing now more into toys.
Awesome. Well, we love your work. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you to the audience for your questions and for watching. If you're watching this back, then you can check out Chogoking's work using the links in the description for his Facebook page. Are you still updating your
Now
page?
I have to updating my website is like dead.
So what's better, Instagram?
Using a bit Facebook and Instagram.
Instagram. Okay, so I'll put the links to Facebook and Instagram
Thanks.
in the description so you can check out his work. So thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye-bye.